I had a chance to train him the other day in the gym. Shakur is an amazing fighter. And so then I seen that, Shakur and Devin been going back and forth. His dad gonna rave about it. Oh, my son did this, my son did that. But my take on it always is, there's a lot of guys that can do good in a boxing gym.
Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym.
That's not it.
I'm the under the light type fighter.
I got a nigga that don't lie. I got a nigga that don't lie, nigga, 100% of the time. Nigga,
can I ask you a question? Bill, let me ask you a question. What's my record under the lights?
I'm not that type of dude. Like, if I sparred Floyd, nobody would know how I went. It would be just me learning. Like, I wouldn't even go in there to try to, like, Floyd older now, so I wouldn't go in there to try to get off on Floyd. I'm going in there to learn, like, okay, let me watch his reaction. Let me see how his speed is at this age. What little tricks he got going in. I'll probably take them tricks and use them in the ring for myself, so that's just the type of dude.
Floyd Mayweather is finally cracking the gym's unspoken code, and he's making it impossible for anyone to read between the lines. He broke the idea that Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson were on equal footing by disclosing the ugly truth of those fabled sparring sessions. He's highlighting the distinction between being a real killer in the spotlight and being a gym legend. This is a full exposure, not merely criticism. And at last, the truth about who truly controls boxing's destiny is out.
That's it?
That's five. That was five. Okay.
Devin Haney is the objective. Furthermore, Floyd's criticism was so pointed and scathing that it might end up haunting Haney for the rest of his professional life. The issue was not about his defense or his chin. Floyd delivered a bombshell that the boxing community is still talking about after looking Devin's father, Bill Haney, in the eye. Well done on having a boxer that has never lost in the gym. But under the lights, I'm unbeaten. Give that some time to register. The current champion is essentially being referred to by our generation's best boxer as a gym class hero incapable of handling actual pressure. Is Devin Haney the biggest, then, boxing scam, or is Floyd merely resentful? Let's investigate the leak that is causing the sport to fall apart.
He put the video out of the sparring and I said what I said, right? Did y'all watch my face? Did y'all see what was going on my face? I was smiling at him, right? Why was I smiling?
Was you really tired?
If I was tired...
I'm just asking because you said it.
Answer the question, though.
Go ahead.
If somebody is dead tired, ready to quit and get out the ring, are they smiling? Me and this man sparred, I want to say 3 times that week. I just did 8 rounds with him. I done 10 rounds, 8 rounds, however many rounds he wanted all week. I got off on him, beat him up again. Regular shit going on. Tell them to post the actual video of the sparring. They got the video. They recorded that video. Tell them to post the sparring and y'all see what happened in the sparring.
You must comprehend the relationship here in order to comprehend why this is such a huge concern. Devin used to be protected by Floyd. It used to be him who hyped him up and referred to him as the next big thing. However, the atmosphere changed as soon as the cameras began to roll and the pressure became genuine. All of this began with a furious dispute between Ryan Garcia and Bill Haney as Haney attempted to protect his son's honor following that catastrophe. Bill was selling the dream and spoke loudly, as he always does. Floyd, however, was not amenable to it. His harsh honesty broke through the cacophony. This leak from Floyd is more than simply an insult. It's a meticulously constructed deception exposed. Team Haney has been selling tickets on the basis of tales and pay-per-view. Tales of Devin schooling that champion in the gym or beating this man in sparring. It's a marketing gimmick that works until you actually get hit in the face. Floyd skillfully communicates to the world that he has observed a distinction between Devin's practice sessions and his real battles, and that they are not the same. He's saying that the Haney hype train was founded on private meetings without judges, repercussions, or millions of people seeing you get caught in the act.
Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, Javante Tank Davis. I love these guys. I love these guys. I want the best for all of them. And, you know, that's just a part of the game. How I see it. So I don't want to come off like like I'm hating on Devin. He deserved it. He deserved to make the money that he's making. Every promoter moves different. And me and Devin sat down before to try to make for us to come together and make a relationship happen. We could have been did this, and that could have been him in the fight with Ryan Garcia. Things happen, but Devin Haney gonna have a great career. He's gonna have a great career. Crazy skills, good boxing ability, and I will always be proud of him. Always. That's why. Even like Shakur, I had a chance to train him the other day in the gym. Shakur is an amazing fighter. And so then I seen that, Shakur and Devin been going back and forth.
On the basis of tales and pay-per-view. Tales of Devin schooling that champion in the gym or beating this man in sparring. It's a marketing gimmick that works until you actually get hit in the face. Floyd skillfully communicates to the world that he has observed a distinction between Devin's practice sessions and his real battles, and that they are not the same. He's saying that the Haney hype train was founded on private meetings without judges, repercussions, or millions of people seeing you get caught in the act.
Listen, brother, you dig what I'm saying? The first thing that, I don't even know how it happened, because we thought that we was getting points, you dig what I mean? Because Core is an Olympic. Core always then got in on Devin. Nigga, are you tripping? You niggas, y'all, nigga, the whole shit started because it was live that we're in there with Core. Not Core is getting out on us. Like, he's the big nigga, he's the big homie in the shit. It was never, we would always, nigga, first the gap was like this. The gap got closer, always up. If you got off any with Core, it was a plus. If you just had a good day, that's how it was with him. All the way up until now, brother. That's why I told him, I said, inside the weight classes, when we move it, just like niggas is moving now, brother, if it's too hot at 30, we already ready to go to 40, bro.
This gym fighter label is risky since it destroys people's mental health. Consider it. If you have a reputation for being flawless in practice, your supporters will turn against you the moment you falter in a real fight. The Ryan Garcia battle served as evidence of it. In the subsequent rounds, we witnessed it against Linares. Devin appears flawless when everything goes according to plan, but he becomes frightened the moment his opponent deviates from the plan and begins fighting. Nobody is more aware of this than Floyd. He is aware that while being a technician is fantastic, fighting is a must.
The third day that I was in the gym getting ready for Conor McGregor, I had a chance to spar Devin Haney.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so, with me just moving around with him, I think we only did like probably 4 rounds because I wasn't in no shape. Devin Haney, sharp skills, great boxer. And of course, his dad gonna rave about it. Oh, my son did this, my son did that. But my take on it always is, there's a lot of guys that can do good in a boxing gym. I can have 30 bad days in a boxing gym. The boxing gym don't count. Everybody, even like different guys all around the sport of boxing, rave about what they did in the gym. I'm here to let every fighter know, and every trainer know, and every promoter know. You're there to make your mistakes in a boxing gym. In a boxing gym, you're there to learn. It's a learning experience. I'm not in the gym. When I'm in the gym, a lot of times, I'm there to grow and to get better and help guys get better. And I want guys that's sharp help me get better. So just with me being 40 years old, working with a young, youthful fighter like Devin, it made me, even for the Conor McGregor fight, I didn't work extremely hard, like I could have worked, because I could have made the fight go 2 or 3 rounds, but then the people would have been upset. So I'm glad that the fight happened like it happened because the people got their money's worth.
Now contrast Shakur Stevenson with that. Shakur is out here looking like pretty boy Floyd's second coming while Devin is being roasted by Floyd. Take a look at how he recently destroyed Teofimo Lopez. This chess encounter was anything but dull. It was a declaration. One of the most reputable insiders in the game, Dan Rafael, provided an excellent explanation. Shakur didn't simply win, he pointed out. He was in charge of the battle the entire time. Ring generalship, offensive, and defense. A masterclass was held.
Problem, because other niggas don't pop it. You know what I'm saying? You pop it 1,000 times. Nigga, you was talking about that sparring shit. Nigga, you beat niggas up in sparring. I didn't watch you beat niggas up. And when my son got down on you, you dig what I'm saying? You act like, you tell us,
Bill,
no, you tell us, no, you
Bill,
tell us.
Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym. I'm not
that's not it.
I'm the under the light type fighter.
I got a nigga that don't lie. I got a nigga that don't lie, nigga, 100% of the time. Nigga,
can I ask you a question? Bill,
yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's my record under the lights? What's my record under the lights?
I'm going to tell you, but listen, what's your record in life, nigga?
No.
Yeah,
Get
nigga.
down to it.
Yeah, what's my record?
What is
nigga,
my
what's
record?
my record in life? Nigga, what's your record under the lights? Nigga, every 50 of your opponents
my record in life, my record in life is undefeated.
The strategy, his corner, and other things. The most startling aspect was that Shakur totally destroyed the power. Teofimo was deemed too powerful and explosive by everyone, but Shakur made him appear inexperienced. There was not a single telling shot fired at him. Floyd is referring to this distinction. Shakur used the bright lights to magnify his gymnasium talents. He grew instead of shrinking. Shakur is fighting for heritage, while Devin is fighting for respect. Shakur is the one who actually inherited the Mayweather code, as is becoming evident. Strike and avoid being struck. However, be sure to humiliate them in the process.
His corner and the game plan and stuff like that, but Shakur Stevenson did what he had to do and won a fairly one-sided fight. What was your sort of takeaway from what you'd seen?
I thought it was more than fairly one-sided. I thought it was a complete and utter domination. I feel like you could have it a shutout. Most likely you give Shakur you give Teofimo either the 8th round or the 9th round. If you were super generous, maybe you give him both rounds. I gave him 1 round.
Yeah.
It was a wipeout. When the fight was made and you start thinking about how it's going to go, in my mind, I always felt like Shakur was going to win, and it was going to probably be a pretty comprehensive decision. But in my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be, maybe it'll be 8-4, maybe it'll be 9-3, maybe the rounds will be somewhat competitive, but Shakur will win them because he's, as I said at the time, I felt like in every department he was probably a little better than Teofimo, except maybe for the pure punching power. But I thought that was negated because I don't think that either one of them is a big puncher at 140 pounds. But it turned out that the rounds weren't even competitive. So, you can have a fight where the score could be, that wide, but you look at each individual segment of the fight and you're like, okay, there was competition. This wasn't like that. This was Shakur easily winning the round. Like, I was making notes to myself as I'm typing it in that, like, it wasn't even close. Like, there was never a moment in, like, other than that 1 or 2 rounds where you had to even think about who was the winner, because it's so very clear that Shakur was doing it on offense, doing it on defense, with movement, with his jab was spectacular. He actually, to me, the conventional wisdom is he's the bigger puncher, Teofimo, than Shakur. No, he wasn't. Teofimo never landed a telling shot the whole freaking fight, and he never had shown any kind of serious punching power at 140 since he arrived in the division, other than the first bout in the division where he scored a knockout over a journey.
Naturally, though, modern boxing wouldn't exist without some convoluted economic dealings. Shakur is also picking up that game quickly. He is fighting the system as much as his opponents. With the WBC, a huge dispute is developing. For attempting to charge him a $100,000 sanctioning fee for a fight in which the title was not even at stake, Shakur publicly chastised them. Isn't that crazy? However, that is the business. Then, with a young Floyd-like gesture, Shakur responded, "No thanks." This leads us to the story of the duck. Is Shakur only playing the A-side game, or is he avoiding Devin? The rehydration clauses are frequently brought up by the criticism and Haney's team. They assert that Shakur fears facing a completely hydrated Devin. Haney. They claim that he is attempting to weaken Devin by draining him. But is that a strategy or just a fear? Floyd would likely tell you that it's wise business. If you don't have to, why give your opponent an advantage? Shakur has no intention of forming friendships. He is coming to collect belts and checks. Devin's inability to securely lift the weight is a Devin issue more than a Shakur one.
Man, like you said, that masterpiece, man. He looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and the amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful.
When you were watching it, did you feel right away Shakur's gonna run away with this?
Well, I kind of figured that when they said they was gonna fight each other, so I knew Shakur was gonna dominate him, but they must hype the fight up.
Now, when you look at it, in the corner advice that Tio was getting, I know that he's gotten a lot of criticism online about that. What do you make overall of the game plan that he brought for the fight?
Well, you said game plan, man. Shout out to his grandfather, Willie, man, my partner. That was beautiful, man. They put together a great game plan, off that jab, combinations, stayed in the pocket, took it half a step back, stepped over, got off the line. That was beautiful.
When I meant criticism, I meant Tio's corner and game plan. But you are right. Shakur put on just a masterpiece of a game plan against Tio. But I was in reference to Tio's game plan going into the fight. It looked like he didn't have one.
They didn't have one. Whatever they tried, they didn't work. He heard his father say in the corner, "What happened to your fast hands? That shit didn't work, man."
Just overall, just given the styles and in boxing so well, was there any way that Tio could have put on a better performance, a better plan, and gotten a better result?
No, I don't think whatever he would have brought to the table would have worked, man. Shakur just got a great boxing mind. That's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and once he put his mind to it, he's gonna get the job done.
As if this rivalry couldn't get any more intricate, a new opponent has joined the conversation. And Devin's career may actually be in danger because of this. Take a moment to forget about Shakur. Pay attention to Keshin Davis. The animosity between the Haney family and the Davis brothers is rapidly growing poisonous. Experts have already predicted that the biggest battle in the sport will take place between Keshin and Devin at 147 pounds in 2026.
Devin fought because Devin is very respectful of my game, and I'm respectful of his game. He's a good fighter. But his fans will clip and twist and turn things into something that is not. So I try to be real careful on what I say.
True. This has got Jay on Twitter. He a big Haney fan. He be always clipping and changing stuff, Jay.
Yeah, they gonna make a narrative as if I'm scared of. I think Devin's a tremendous fighter. Do I think Devin Haney can beat me? Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
For me, personally, I'm on a different level than everybody.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to boxing, because Devin, he's a boxer. It's not like he's a fucking stone cold killer who's just gonna go in there and try to knock me the fuck out.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to outbox me. I'm the greatest boxer. How do you... So that's how I feel about the fight.
Yeah.
But it all got to make sense from a business standpoint. I don't like getting up here and negotiating against myself.
Sure.
Why? Due to the fact that it is personal. Belts aren't the only thing involved. It has to do with sincere detest. Keshin possesses Floyd's favorite dog mindset, is aggressive, and is hungry. If Devin is having trouble retaining his fan base right now, just think of what would happen if he had to contend with a relentless pressure fighter like Davis, who has the support of the entire industry as the next great thing. It's becoming increasingly apparent that Devin is encircled by wolves on all sides.
You're now, Keyshawn, you're at 140 pounds, but you said you might not be here that long. Who's on your hit list next?
Everybody.
Devin Haney.
Why is that the fight for you?
His father in my DMs keeps screenshotting stuff that we saying. I don't know what he's screenshotting it for, but Devin Haney definitely on my hit list, and we making that happen 2026.
What does this leave us with, then? we come to the conclusion that Floyd Mayweather was always correct. He didn't leak because he was upset. A diagnosis was made.
And you went after that and this
off
man,
a year layoff.
Off a year layoff for sure.
First fight in the division.
And he's a guy that if you're not on your A game, and I didn't think he was, because like I said, leading up to the fight, we talking about everything other than Jermaine Ortiz. I'm like, you're not even focused on your opponent. You talking about what opponents you want to fight next. You know what I mean? All this other, but you're not really paying attention to the guy in front of you. So I thought that was a fatal flaw. But he still went out there and dominated him. So that shows just how far Keyshawn can go if he stay focused. You know what I mean? Something about Philly and Virginia, man. Virginia for sure, though. Like, you got Michael Vick and AI came out of there. They got some crazy athletes down there, too, man. So Keyshawn is one of them, man. They seem like they get one every few years and shit. Every generation there's one elite Virginia athlete in the boxing world, at least for this generation. It's Keyshawn Davis, for sure.
He perceived Devin Haney as a fighter with a strong academic background who lacked the chaotic genius required to be considered an all-time great. He saw the truth when he looked at Shakur. Until Devin disproves it, the unbeaten in the gym remark will remain in place. He can no longer just win cases. He cannot simply outshine others and hope to win Floyd's and other men's respect. He must confront and subdue a murderer. He must demonstrate that the doghouse was not merely a myth. However, until he does, everyone will be wondering if he is a real champion or if he is merely keeping the title until Shakur makes the decision to accept it. However, what are your thoughts on Devin and Shakur's sparring session? Do you believe Devin can defeat Shakur in a major fight in 2026 and prove himself? Tell me in the comments below. That concludes the video for today. Remember to hit the bell button, subscribe, and give a like if you liked it so you don't miss any of our future videos. Remember to leave your opinions in the comments section as well. We hope to see you in the upcoming video, so stay tuned.